From the Newsroom at news.com.au.
G'day, I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And I'm Lexi Cartwright.
And this is the latest from the Newsroom. It's Friday, the 23rd of October.
We'll start in the US, and President Donald Trump and Joe Biden clashed in the final debate before the November 3 election. Now, this was the first debate when the moderator could cut one of the speaker's microphones if they went over their allotted time. Mr. Trump was the first to have his mic cut. Surprise, surprise. Have a listen.
180 million plans. We have done an incredible job on healthcare, and we're going to do even better.
Now, during the debate, Mr. Trump also defended his relationship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un.
You know what? North Korea, we're not in a war. We have a good relationship. You know, people don't understand. Having a good relationship with leaders of other countries is a good thing.
We have a lot of questions to get to. Your response.
And we had a good relationship with Hitler before he, in fact, invaded Europe, the rest of Europe. Come on.
Back home now, and the Queensland government is set to announce whether or not it will open its border to New South Wales just days before the state election on October 31. Now, the border was initially set to reopen on November 1st, but New South Wales has since recorded several days of community transmission, throwing doubt over the proposed roadmap. The Deputy Premier said the call would be made prior to voters taking to the polls next Saturday, adding the Sunshine State was a long way off opening its border to Victoria.
In other news now, in Australia, Post CEO Christine Holgate stands to make an astronomical sum during the government's 4-week investigation, despite the fact she stood down. Now, Miss Holgate will pocket $100,000 during the probe, which was launched after it emerged yesterday that she had bought 4 Cartier watches totalling $12,000 for her executive employees as a bonus.
But she's found support in Eddie Maguire, who worked with Miss Holgate on the Collingwood Football Club board. Maguire told news.com.au that Miss Holgate was one of the most impressive people he'd ever met, and that he was angry and disgusted at the way she's been treated over the matter. Friends of Miss Holgate believe she's been thrown under the bus, arguing the purchase was ticked off by the organisation's chairman 2 years ago.
All right, now in some dog news, and it's our favourite kind of news, a very rare puppy has been born in Italy. The puppy was part of a litter of 5 dogs, and while 4 of them had white fur like their mum, one of them was born with green fur.
Yeah, he was aptly named Pistachio. Oh, what a nuts name. It's understood this can happen when light-coloured puppies come into contact in the womb with a green pigment, which is actually the same pigment that causes the green colour in bruises.
Oh, so cute. To entertainment news, and Matthew McConaughey has opened up about the heartbreaking family rift that saw him estranged from his own mother for 8 years after he became famous. In a candid interview with Howard Stern, the actor revealed how his mum Mary started speaking to the press about him once he shot to fame.
And so I would have conversations, and then all of a sudden, whoop, what we talked about shows up in the paper 3 days later. What, Mom? That was between us. Oh, I didn't think, what's fine. No, Mom, don't share that. This is a new thing. Loose lips can sink my ship. So we went through a time where I didn't really share much with her.
Okay, to sport news now, and a stunt involving a piece of turf being moved from the MCG to the Gabba has been ridiculed online. Honestly, this is so weird. The MCG manager hoped that relocating a piece of the hallowed turf to the Gabba for Saturday night's AFL Grand Final might give the players a little bit of a boost. Instead, it was widely mocked. Former Hawthorn star Shane Crawford called it ridiculous, and ex-Crow Stephen Rowe called it the dopiest decision of the year. Geelong will take on Richmond in the Grand Final tomorrow night.
And don't forget, From the Newsroom is available in your smart speaker. When you're at home, ask your speaker to play From the Newsroom, and we'll update you as you're getting ready for your day.
That's it from the Newsroom. We'll be back with another update over the weekend.
Your headlines from news.com.au.